Hey guys, Rising here. So the Patriots are beating the Dolphins 13-0 because Steven goes into Miami and forgets how to kick damn balls. It's getting old. I don't know why Steven Gostkowski cannot kick in Miami. And at this point, it's always Miami. It's hotter there. The ball should carry well. I don't know what the hell his problem is, but it's really getting old. So I mean, it's at the point where maybe they should just get another kicker just for the Miami game because it's just like ludicrous. He misses extra points. He misses field goals consistently only in this stadium. I don't know why. It's whatever, I guess. But so it's 13-0. Second half, the first half highlights. Dorsett had the best catch of his career, diving catch on a 3rd and 17. Awesome catch. And Antonio Brown caught 4 passes, including a touchdown. Got away with offensive PI, but whatever. Happens all the time. So Brown's played well. Dorsett's played well. Again, Edelman's played pretty well. Big story is Sony Michel running well. He's doing well. So that's good. Matt Lacoste caught a good pass from Brady. Should have been a touchdown. Brady kind of missed it, but Bert went for a first down. Gordon's been targeted twice, hasn't caught a pass. Brady had him open for a touchdown, but missed him because of pressure. James White has been a non-factor in this game, but Burkhead's ran well too in a couple of chances. Devlin's had a couple of first down runs, I think. Yeah, he had a first down run and then like a run to the 1-yard line on the goal line. Brady's playing pretty well. Obviously threw the touchdown to Brown. Brown's getting a lot of one-on-one coverage, which I'm not surprised by because the Patriots are too loaded at receiver. Who are you going to double? You can double Gordon, Brown's wide open. You can double Brown, Gordon's wide open. Double Edelman, well, okay. First of all, it's almost impossible to double Edelman because of the routes he runs. But then you got other options, and it's just there's too many weapons to take away. So, stat-wise, Brady 11-13, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. Sony Michel 13 carries, 54 yards, a touchdown. He's doing quite well today. Burkhead's 2 for 9, including one on what was clearly supposed to be a flea flicker that he audibled himself to a run to the outside, which was a wise decision because there was a Dolphin right behind him, so that worked out. And obviously Brown, 4 catches, 56 yards. Just, God, the guy is amazing. A touchdown. The first drive, he got 3 targets and caught all 3, and he was the only guy targeted. So, I mean, they are using him. He's definitely a little limited, but he's pretty monstrous out there when he's out there, man. He is good. Dorsett 2 for 21, including the 3rd and 17 catch. Edelman 2 for 16. Burkhead caught 1 for 15. Lacoste had his first catch of the season for 10 yards, and White caught 1 for 3. Gordon hasn't caught anything, but he's been targeted a couple times. The entire defense is fantastic. This is I think the best defense in the NFL. So they have stifled the Dolphins. J.C. Jackson had an amazing play on a deep throw. I forget who they threw to. It was either Parker or maybe it was Drake, but Jackson ripped his arm away at the last second and dropped it. It would have been like a 50-yard gain for the Dolphins, so good play. I mean, the Dolphins have basically gone 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. I had one drive that wasn't 3 and out, but ended in a punt. I mean, they've done nothing. Fitzpatrick's 4 of 8 for 38 yards. Oh, my God, that tells you. I mean, Kenyon Drake, 5 carries, 16 yards. Balaj, 4 carries, 6 yards. It's just they're doing what I thought they'd do. They're taking away Kenyon Drake, and they're making him throw the ball. They have Gilmore on Parker, and they're not really doubling anybody. They don't need to. The Dolphins are just I'm sorry, their roster sucks. I mean, they are a terrible team. But the problem is that the Patriots just, I don't know, they go to Miami and they lose their mind. It's like when they used to go to Denver. They used to go to Mile High. They would just lose their mind and do really bizarre things. And that's what they're doing. So But I don't think it's going to matter this time because I just think that the Dolphins are so bad. I think the Patriots are going to still hold on to win this game, but I'd like to see a little more aggression on offense. Maybe bring out a flea flicker or something tricky because get the offense rolling here. The defense is fine. Patriots get the ball going into the second half, so if they can score there, they can effectively put this away. I am concerned with the missed extra point that some miracle nonsense is going to happen now, but I don't think so. Anything else interest? No turnovers now. New England 60% on third downs. It's really good. Miami only 16%. Time of possession is 1943 for New England to 10-17 for Miami. New England hasn't committed a penalty. They committed a holding, but it was offset with defensive holding, so effectively no penalties. Isaiah Wynn injured his foot, which I don't know what's going on with the offensive line. So Newhouse and what's the other guy's name? Do you remember the other guy's name, Liz?
Butler?
No, not Butler. On offensive line. Newhouse and Cunningham. That's his name. So they're both in. Cunningham started, but Newhouse had to come in. So he's the other swing tackle. Luckily, they were both active. I mean, that's bad. They both played well. I mean, Scarnecchio could probably put random guys in the stands on the offensive line and do well. I don't know. The guy's a genius at offensive line as offensive line coach. So, but I don't know what happened to Wynn. They didn't show anything. They missed an extra point again because they always miss the extra point in Miami. In fact, it was very strange because Miami called a timeout on the extra point, which I've never seen before when Steven made it. And then he missed it on the redo. So I guess they were icing the kicker on an extra point. I've never seen that before. I mean, well, that's what they did. So I think they were pissed off that Brown didn't get flagged for offensive PI, but whatever. I mean, missed calls happen. It is what it is. But plus, he didn't really touch him that much, which is why they didn't call it. The guy probably should have fallen to the ground if he wanted that call, but whatever. And Antonio Brown touchdown, and I think Sony Michel had a rushing touchdown in this game. So, yeah, Sony Michel got the first one, and then Antonio Brown got the second one on a ridiculous throw and catch. So, but Dorsett definitely had the best catch in the game. So, we'll see. Antonio Brown's obviously limited to certain plays, but he hasn't had time to learn the whole offense. So hopefully as the season goes on, assuming he doesn't end up suspended for whatever reason, doesn't end up on the exempt list, which I don't think he will because it's not a criminal case. So usually they don't. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen the NFL put somebody on the exempt list for a civil case. So probably next week he'll get more plays, and then the following week he'll get even more. I mean, this is a perfect stretch to have Antonio Brown come in because, I mean, they play their division games this week for the next few weeks here, and the AFC East is really bad this year. So, I mean, they should be pretty good to go. I think that about covers it. I don't think there's anything else that. I mean, I guess there's an update on the Brown case where he rejected a settlement for $2 million, so that's why it's going to court. But I guess it was Brown that rejected the settlement, which is odd, but whatever. Unless he thinks he's really innocent or whatever, I don't know. We just don't know. So we'll see how the case goes. I don't want to jump to conclusions of anything, so. Hopefully New England comes in the second half and does well. I mean, they got to really put this game away and not let it get close here. I mean, 13-0 is not a comfortable score. I mean, they're 18-point favorites here, which is absurd. Even for as bad as Miami is, I don't think they're going to cover that. I don't think they're going to overcome that spread. My guess is the Dolphins will cover that, but it's just something about Miami. And only in Miami, because at home, they demolished the Dolphins. So I don't know if it's the heat or the humidity or what it is. It just, I think at this point it's mental. So whatever. All right, I think I'm gonna end this stream. If anybody has anything they want to talk about, I mean, the rest of the league, I guess Green Bay's doing well. Up 21-7 over Minnesota. Houston and Jacksonville is basically a non-game. It's 6-3. The Giants are losing to Buffalo. Oh my God. It's 21-7. What the hell? Buffalo ain't even very good. Pittsburgh is beating Seattle 10-7 right now, but I don't know. I don't think that's going to hold. Indy is beating Tennessee. They must have missed an extra point too. It's 13-7. Let's see. Dallas and Washington. Dallas is beating Washington. No surprise. Chargers beating Detroit 10-6. San Francisco beating Cincinnati 21-10. That's not a surprise. Arizona getting, not getting demolished, but losing 17-6 to Baltimore. How's Myers doing? Apparently not very well. Or not Myers, Murray. Kyler Murray. 16-23, 168 yards. Actually doing pretty well. Just not scoring. Jackson's thrown 2 touchdowns again. Oof. But whatever.
Apparently Roethlisberger headed to the locker room.
And apparently Ben Roethlisberger got injured in the Steelers game. Okay.
I don't know what.
That's not good. He's not doing well anyway. He's only 8 of 15 for 75 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 catches, 27 yards. Man, I don't know. I think the Steelers are in trouble. I don't think Juju is the guy they thought he was. We'll find out. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. The game's going to come back on.
It is back on.
So take care.